So I guess last time we were working on case number 5. I guess I got stuck in the muffler. Got confused about that, and also the police chief, the clapping guy. You know, I guess it's because now that I think about it, well, you know, other than me being like an idiot, I probably got stuck at that part because I don't know, like, because this case is like something they added during the Trilogy remake, I guess. Not really a remake, but they added it after the games already came out and everything, right? And they put it in the Trilogy. And so case number 5, I feel like has more, I guess, quote-unquote advanced game mechanics than the ones in the first 4 cases in the first game, I guess, right? I mean, it's not that advanced, but, you know, during that part where you had to, like, find the contradiction and then press the statements. I feel like I never did that before, you know, in the first 4 cases. And so it feels like it was a bit of a jump to start just doing that instead of, you know, pressing the statements and then contradiction. You know, that's how you usually do it. But you have to do it the other way around, which, you know, kind of confused me. So I guess that's why I got stuck on it for so long. But anyway, let's just continue. Oh, that's the wrong... Oops. Press the wrong button. Yeah, this one. Yeah, back at the office. Wright & Co. law offices. Mr. Wright, so... what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The muffler... Again, okay, so just to remind myself as well, like, yeah, the victim stabbed to death after 5 o'clock on 21st, he died in the prosecutor's parking lot, and the police evidence room, yeah, so apparently he died 2 times? That makes no sense. At the same time as well? And what's this, the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. Maybe there's 2 Bruce Goodmans. He had a twin brother, you know? Alright, let's do it. I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. I don't know, she's like a scientist, maybe? Well, scientist in training? Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine are just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Science. Amazing. I'm still a little salty about the muffler and the muffler. Like, I think what Phoenix even said, like, you know, he can only point out contradictions, not point out weird cloths in like an exhaust pipe or anything. Anyway, you know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? I mean, I guess? It's still irrelevant, but... yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie! Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? Was it? I don't know. Kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Yeah, they washed away, supposedly, the little blood puddles, you know? My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. But Emma's saying that's not likely. That it was a lie, maybe. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash away with a little water. Yeah, that's true. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet, I guess? We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh, everything's red. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the lumino on it. Like this, see? Spish, spish. Okay, spray it on. Let's find some bloodstains. Maybe we'll see some player deaths. Maybe not. Spray, 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 spray. Use all the lumino. Okay. Well, obviously we're gonna search over here. Ooh, ooh, ah. Examine. Okay, I didn't know you had to press the button. Well, I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. Oh, okay, she's more... I wasn't sure why she was going like, It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. It is pretty grim, I guess. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? Yeah, I'm thinking like the amount of blood, because we imagine... well, a busting location, amount of blood. I don't think the location is suspicious. We knew there was gonna be blood there, somewhere. Around there, but there's not a lot of blood, yeah. The perpetrator, Detective Goodman, fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. Yeah, I mean, if there was like a big puddle, then that would make sense, but if there's so little, then why did they make such a big stain on the shoe? It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay? Okay. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? I mean, yeah, the power of science. This stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Lumino testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigation. Gotta spray it. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case, which is actually pretty true, even in real life, you know? It tends to happen. The police, you know, tends to work with the prosecutors, and the prosecutors wants to build a case, so they're gonna be very selective what they show. You know, evidence that shows, something contrary to what the prosecutor is trying to prove, right, will probably not be as highlighted by the police, I imagine. Well, let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? It really is, like, again, it's technically it's ace attorney, but we're kind of like, we're also a detective at the same time. It's like a freelance private detective. I guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Ha! 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 Oh, you! I wonder how that flute of yours will react to a nice deli box. Miss Star. You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. That looks actually delicious. But it's day old though. Oh, deli box is on the house. Is that sashimi though? It's not deli box, it's sashimi, I think. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't... Or rather... Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay. Day-old sashimi, I don't think that's very good for you. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Is it not the muffler in the muffler again? I read muffler in the muffler, muffler in the muffler. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, or fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. Okay? Yeah, why were you fired? Well, it's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Yeah, SL9? Doesn't she mean... Yeah, the evidence we found in that muffler. That gosh darn muffler. Yeah, SL9. As well as Bruce Goldman's note about SL9 as well. Can I... Oh, okay, I was gonna spray some luminol in her face? Okay, maybe that's not a good idea. Anyway. I can check it. Can you check it? Emma Sky. Someone use a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? Well, a world where somehow you always get involved in these murder cases, Phoenix, so it makes sense. I guess that's it. Nothing else special. We don't get to see the photograph that she took, like in front of the car. Like, not this one, but the other one. You know, again, the muffler in the muffler. That one. Let's see. She mentioned something about SL9. How about we show this note? Wrong button. Press this button. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident, please? Pretty please? No? Do I need to present it again, or...? Okay, I think she says the same thing. I was hoping she would give us a new conversation topic. Now that's usually the case. You show something to a person, then it opens up new topics, but... What about the shoe? Tell us about the shoe? Hot tea? No. You have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret of the aroma. Exquisite. I'm saying it's wasted time. Another thing about this? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. Okay. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Of that time? Can you tell us? Yeah, okay, finally. Okay, she'll tell us something about SL9. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Okay, Goodman, Sandwich Lady, Cowboy, somebody else on the left there? I'm sure who. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Death penalty. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? More likely than you think. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we've found new evidence. There has to be connection. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Ooh, then you should take this. It's hamburger. Salisbury steak lunch. You know, yeah, in Japan, it's called like a hamburger. There's like a hamburger, there's a hamburger. It's like slightly different, I guess, but you know, it's like a similar name for like a Salisbury steak, basically. A slab of meat. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch. I guess giving it to Marshall? Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he just talks like a weird cowboy. Well, Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Well, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Anything else to present? Oh, look at this. A lunchbox. Delicious. Now let's see. New ingredients? Meat. Oh, she must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah. Let's hope so. It's not human meat. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Oh. Well. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this. So loud she didn't put any other organs in there. It does look delicious. Video games and food. Why does it happen every time? Makes me hungry. Can we show it to you again? You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall, are you going out? Okay, same question. Jake and I cooperate in investigation, that's all. We're just putting the past the rest. Okay. Thank you. Oh, same thing. Know anything about this phone? Okay, it was when I grabbed Prosecutor's shoulder. She dropped the phone on that pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? Okay. Anything about this knife? A body with Edward's knife stuck in it was found in Edward's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime? Oh, Mr. Edward would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Yeah. Why she just used the one that was already there? It's kind of weird, because if that's the case, it would be like, assuming she killed the victim, it would be like a crime of passion, most likely, deciding on murder just then. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. Why is it already prepared in that car? Anything about this? No? Okay, nothing. Nothing there. Just tea. It's just tea. You know about Goodman, right? Yeah. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Attorney's badge. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. What? I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Not until I, give up this whole attorney business. Sell the badge, I guess. I don't know. Did I show this shoe already? Yeah. Was it the shoe? Like, it was her evidence, right? Yeah, it was the one she kept for herself. I'm surprised she didn't. There's nothing else to say about it. I guess that's it. Nothing else. I would imagine she would know. Nothing else to talk about. So I guess that's it. Check his phone again. Here, phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Okay, can't hear anything. My ears, not my ears. She's deaf. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I think it's dialogue we already seen. I don't know this. So this is the famous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Don't cry. That line in the sky must be one strong woman. I guess it's pretty hard to knock over by yourself. Yeah, security office right there. So that's where Miss Star saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot from up there. So that probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard. But apparently he went out to buy coffee for Miss Star. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. A door. Okay. A mysterious lock. Oh yeah, we learned in that testimony Miss Star couldn't come this way. She tried opening it, but it was locked. I guess it's still locked. So she went all the way to the other block and, climb over the fence. So it took like 5 minutes. And I was thinking, like, 5 minutes? I mean, it isn't that long. you know. But I guess a minor hole in their testimony, and that's enough to cause enough doubt, you know. A ladder, step ladder. What's the difference? They're the same. Aha. Very red. Sedan? Sedan? So car types, right? Not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Am I? So maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. You know, that's one thing I have in common with Phoenix at the very least. I also don't have my driver's license, so I don't really know a lot of cars, really. Myself. I don't know. Just never found the need to get a driver's license, even though I've been told 100 times this still might be useful, you know, in emergency situations, where you might need a car. Famous divider knocked a hole in the testimony. This divider helped more for us than the actual witness. A chip of the old parking lot. It's just a wall. Okay. Can I use the spray, actually? I was wondering later if there's anything else we can spray. Spray, 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 spray. Spray, 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 spray. Any blood on the phone? Spray, spray, spray. Oh, there is actually. I was just guessing, actually, but yeah, there is. Interesting. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Yeah. What number was she trying to press? Is he there? Blood here? Well, give me not blood in the door, I guess. Stab ladder? No. Buttons over here? No, nothing here. Anything on the floor, the gate? Just stuck there. Anything on the barrows? On the wall? Little divider thing? Anyone come out of the vet? No. Anyone in here? Did Mr. you know, get a minor cut climbing the fence? No, I guess not. Any blood in the actual trunk? I guess we can't really spray there. Spray over here, but that's it. It's just checking for more blood. Blah, 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 blah. Where will blood be, though? It's probably the... I mean, either there isn't any more blood, or maybe there is some blood in the place we least expect, maybe, I'm thinking. Maybe? I don't know, I'm checking everything. Hopefully I'm not missing anything, so... Because that'll be bad. Missing like that one clue that we didn't see, because I didn't spray the right spot. I guess that's it, though. I sprayed everywhere, it seems. Okay, and again, you don't know anything else, so I guess we can just go now? Where do we go? Where do we go? We can maybe talk to Lana if she's around? Yeah, maybe not. It looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant, or Gant? Was it Gant or Gaunt? I'm saying Gant. I guess Gant, I don't know. Mr. Gant say they arrested a suspect in the police department murder. Yeah, another suspect. Well, let's come back later. I guess go here. Police station. Everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down in the police department. Guess the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Can we use the spray? Will you spray your face? Ah! Spray! Da 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 da! Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I guess. Actually, where's the scene of the crime? I don't know where to go. I mean, I guess here? It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene! Let's go take a look. Okay, I guess we have to go outside first before we can go to the actual crime scene. Blue Badger. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. He's the true murderer, the Blue Badger! In fact... Any blood on him? No? Okay, I was hoping he had blood on him. Maybe, yeah, somehow he's a... Somehow the Blue Badger was related, maybe. But, okay, maybe not. Ah, take it later. I guess not. Wouldn't that be something? The Blue Badger. He was the murderer all along. Evidence room entrance, guard station? Well, I guess we know who usually stays here. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. I imagine so. Look at this. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. The cactus? How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. Don't you get it, Phoenix? It's more an attitude than a physical similarity. It's, the cactus, the most tsundere of plants. You know? Anyway. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What's that called again? A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy... Oh, I know, a poochie! Oh wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information for myself for the time being. Anything else? It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. Oh, there's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Interesting. There's a big old red button. Is it a self-destruct button? Oh no. Maybe not. Texas, apparently. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say a bit more of a yog myself. Why is a lasso there? Look, on the floor, a lasso! Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know! Well, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Whose permission do we need? I guess Mr. Cowboy, maybe? I'm thinking. But where is he? Is he in the locker? No? He's not hiding there. I guess we can't just waltz in. I guess not, yeah. Well, this place is charged with frantic energy, as always. A blaze! Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Slam the table. Or rather, well, the desk, I guess. On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? Wow. Nani? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal hit the station in the ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Staying around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Oh, see ya. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Okay. I guess we can go to the detention center, maybe? I don't know where to go. I guess go here first? Or, well, actually, how do you go to the detention center? Go here, and then go here? Yeah. Alright, who's this new suspect? Maybe. So I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did? Well, best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Yeah. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir. That's what I say. You? Yeah, hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. You're Meekins. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. The records of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Okay, you're the suspect now, I guess. Sir, I'm a patrolman of General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Oh, Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yeah. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. Well, first things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. And I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me as a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well there. But yes, well that's true, sir, I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone here is more confused than I am. Well, about your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir, can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Okay. I feel like he's being framed, if he's telling the truth, you know. But do you know anything at all, though? I don't know. I don't think he would. He was in the evidence room. You know anything about the Blue Badger? No, okay, maybe not. I mean, that's the only thing that is kind of related to him. The fact that he's a police officer, I guess, but that's it, really. There's nothing else, I feel like. Maybe ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. Okay. Well, can you tell me what it is that you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What do you do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's word, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir, that's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, on that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on the tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll have her over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Guess that's what we need to do. But first, we need permission to go there in the first place. How do we do that? I don't know. Speaking of badges, hey, Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with a matching badges. Matching badges? Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life is all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. I don't know about this. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. I guess, again, I don't think he would know anything else. You know anything about this crime photo? Hey, why do you have that? That's... from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. Okay, maybe we're getting some dialogue, I don't know. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So, this means I'm a free man, innocent! If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up! If this is a dream, you better wake up right now. You know anything about this? Okay, maybe not. I was hoping, like, maybe he was in the evidence room, he would see the actual evidence being stolen. I was apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. And second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. Autopsy? Maybe not, okay. I guess that's it. Oh, well, actually, did you see this trophy before? Okay, I was hoping he was there. You know, when Edgeworth got his, like, little award, maybe? Maybe not. I guess that's it, yeah. Examine the security guard. He always says something different, depending on the suspect in the detention center. Seeing a fellow patrolman here was making him worry about his own fame life. Oh. No comments from the peanut gallery. Alright. Where do we go now? I guess go back, find the cowboy. Where's the cowboy? Where's the cowboy? Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Oh, hello, Secret Ply 2. Oh, but you're not really a cowboy? I guess not. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Hello, Chief of Police. The old big boss. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? No, Worthy. Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, righto? Oh, got Von Karma. He was also a top prosecutor. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Oh, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. And in any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. These detectives getting killed on their turf, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Wright, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that. Whoops. I wondered what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can find or kind of discreetly ask him. Can we do that? Can we discreetly ask this guy? Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course. Oh, excuse. Of course not. Well, except for this. What, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. I mean, he's assuming this isn't, you know, irrelevant, but I think it's pretty relevant. Half-written document dated February 21st. Will be submitted by the chief of police. Should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene, though. Bruce Goldman. 5'9"? Weird. Alright. Anything I can present to you, Mr. Clappy Man? Actually, well, I mean, I can show this, right? Could you take a look at this? Sorry, right? Oh, okay. Okay, maybe you're not interested in that after all. The guy who can't sit still, does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Gumshoe? Either him or Dancing Blue Badger. Know anything about the evidence you showed in court? Okay, so, I don't know, I guess he's not saying anything? Come on, say something! How about this? No? Not giving me anything. I feel like you know a lot, but you're not telling me anything. You're the chief of police, come on! Blue Badger, no? Okay. You don't care about the Blue Badger at all. How about my badge? No, you don't care about that either. I have a feeling he doesn't care about anything. Yeah, I always, can you tell me anything about my attorney's badge? I always show my attorney's badge to everyone. Sometimes they say something, sometimes they don't. Okay, I guess he's just not telling us anything. Ironically, I feel like he's keeping some secrets, even though he said he's not keeping any secrets. Well, anyway. I guess we'll go to, okay, how do you go to the crime scene? I guess you go out and then come back in. Here, yeah. But I still can't go in. No, yeah, I still can't go in. It's a check mark. I already checked that. You're still here. Actually, I didn't see this topic. I guess it opened up after I talked to the chief of detectives. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. You staring at me is weird. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give them $50. No problem. So, go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Oh, it just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guesses, so don't lose it. Oh, yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along now and do your best now. Later. How helpful. It looks pretty cool on my laptop, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we got to go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Yeah, Gant always loves to, like, do staring contests. Maybe it's a hobby for him. Just out of nowhere, just stares at your face.